the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want
Give me
revenge,
1 second.
somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her 1 foul just to tell her it's 1 now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Oh, you do get Terry Macklin.
Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey. It's lonely on top of the throne.
All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
So tell me, man, you know how your record so good?
Returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Use the skill. You talking about your halfback?
Ready? Look at it. Mark 54.
Oh, okay.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me
Hey,
and
man.
20. 8.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta know what you're doing, man. Know what you're doing, man.
Here with a former Steeler, this is Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside.
You just can't go out there throwing anything you want with them. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smart with them. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smart with them. You know what I'm saying?
Newton now to throw.
Ooh, that's a touchdown.
Escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, you're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Third and long, it's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
I did all that good talking about you, and then you go and throw that shit. Nah, they called holding. They called that before I even threw it.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Goddamn, Cam.
If there was one area
I
that
mean,
the coach emphasized in our
that's his
pregame
first
meeting,
time,
it was
though.
red zone
Ain't
offense.
like he does that
The
usual.
sense I
You know
got
what I'm
from it, and I
saying?
think
That's
you
my
did as
thing.
well,
Oh,
they
man.
weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
No, he ain't never done no shit like that with me. That's the first time he made a terrible throw like that, honestly.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork, we saw a good job defensively to recover.
No.
Yeah,
I would say not no second round. Hell no.
The ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down.
Good throw.
This is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Most people would have tried to force some.
The kickoff team on the field now
else.
as they will send this one away.
Like how I got it to the 35. Don't tell nobody.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football.
Catch it out of bounds, man. 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Right now where we stand, they're first place in their division.
Yeah.
Looking good, looking to be a threat.
Bro, come on, Madden.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
Y'all been doing good all year.
Possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Don't fuck it up now.
After the penalty, it's Bell.
Oh, that's my fault. That's my fault. That was a bad run on me. That's on the 2nd down.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Out of the gun, Newton.
That's what I like to see right there, Cam. Throw them dots, boy.
He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Show them you know how to run this offense.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Gun.
Now Newton on 1st down.
Well, I'll live with that.
This will be incomplete.
I'll live with that.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Yeah.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
What the fuck?
Newton to throw. Nowhere
Why didn't he throw the ball?
He goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
20. 10, under 10, 10, 8, 8.
On third down, here's Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage.
Oh, no. You one of those fucking getting to a pass defense. They ain't falling for that.
Absolutely love the effort.
You got
there.
it.
The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
I'm a defensive person anyways. That's how I got where I'm at.
To punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Oh, I can't get there.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins complete. Richardson.
I thought he was running a different play.
That's the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. 77 yards, and the Redskins get the quick strike.
The Mother League's got me thinking other people running different plays.
Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Great. Back. 20. That's right.
Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got a new
Oh, yeah,
one.
Cam.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's what I like to see, Cam, man. That's what I like to
Quarterbacks
see.
love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Bell. He's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
56, gun.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inch. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage.
Man.
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And that will force a turnover on downs.
This offensive line ain't going to cut it.
Now Haskins on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
Tell me why I did not. Tell me why I didn't do my
glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Ain't looking too good.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, you ain't.
He'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Tell me why I hit the wrong fucking button.
Ron Parker. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Tell me why I hit the wrong fucking button.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Haskins. McLaurin. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Madden really ain't shit, man. Boy, I tell you.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports
I guess that's what
halftime
happens
report. Coach.
when you face somebody good with a trash team, man.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
That's true,
And
but you just got better players in certain positions.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
Good throw.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Come on. 6-6. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. On first down, it's Haskins. Going to throw deep for the end. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Easy, anybody else
trying
has
to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Newton. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there.
Hey, that's a good overthrow, because that was about to be a pick. That's a good overthrow.
If you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit.
Sometimes it's okay to not be good at throwing.
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let them know you're reliable,
First down there on a pickup of 25. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Bell stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 24, Newton. This one caught by Crowder. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let them know, Cam. Let them know you can.
Until the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. The shotgun snap for Newton.
That's what I'm talking about,
This will
Kel.
be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap
That's
just
the
a
shit
bit.
I'm fucking talking
Now
about.
Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 61. Match box. Right. 8.
Here's Newton. And look at this.
Pass
Cam
interference.
Newton intercepted a 3rd time.
Let's
Picked
get
off
it.
by the safety here,
Give me that
Rob
shit
Parker.
back.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try.
Check pass, check pass. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Hey, what are you?
They'll try and
Let's
sneak
go,
it.
Cam.
He will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Yeah, you ain't doing that shit to
And
me.
they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are
I don't
able to stretch
understand
the
whenever
lead
I
out
fucking
further. Hopkins
space
with the
them out,
extra
they fucking
point,
get
and
the
that
shit
pushes the
like
lead
that.
up to
That shit be
23.
irritating.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Watch the out, watch the out. Hey, 20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matthew Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
That's where Crowder makes his hay in the slot. Jets hoping to see more of that going forward. He signed with him in March after the last 4 seasons being in Washington. Had 3 pretty good years. They sort of tailed off last season due in large part to an ankle injury. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
20.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton can fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of